This LEGO B1 Battle Droid knockoff costs 10 cents. This replica B1 Battle Droid costs 50 cents. And this authentic B1 Battle Droid by LEGO costs $2. This knockoff LEGO Clone Trooper costs $1. This Clone Army Customs Clone Trooper costs $20. And this is an authentic Phase 2 LEGO Clone Trooper that goes upwards of $25. And just for shiggles, this is a LEGO Clone Trooper that goes for over $1,000. She's not for sale. LEGO has a serious clone trooper problem. Shiny clone troopers are nearly impossible to come by. It hasn't always been this way, but it sure is now. So in today's video, I have spent an exuberant amount of money purchasing every single LEGO Clone Army builder. And we're gonna be examining LEGO's very serious Clone Trooper Army problem. If you guys do enjoy this video, hit the like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and stay till the end because we're gonna have a huge Clone Trooper Army giveaway. Standard shiny LEGO Clone Troopers are all but extinct now, but that didn't used to be a problem. Back in the day, we had the very first Clone Troopers Battle Pack, and they made their intentions very clear. Build your army. LEGO wanted to sell the idea of having hundreds upon hundreds of clone troopers, and they made it incredibly easy. First of all, they sold this thing with 3 different types of clone troopers: 65th Shock Troopers, 327th Star Corps Troopers, and 2 shiny Phase 2 clone troopers. All of this for just $10.
Nice.
And not only that, they also sold a Battle Droid army builder alongside this. This is a big reason why these Phase 2 clone troopers are still only $10. You can find them on eBay, Bricklink, etc. for that low price because they were made in mass. Unlike these troopers, who cost $25 if you want a Phase 2 clone trooper army with modern day clones. So let's go ahead and crack on into this thing. The second one of these that I have purchased and opened in the last year. Back in the day, this might have been $10. Nowadays, you have to pay $80 plus if you want to crack one of these open fresh. Let's build this bad boy. And here we have it, boys, the set that started it all, and it is a beaut. The Phase 2 clone troopers are just so nostalgic, and the fact that you get 2 shinies in here is just the icing on the cake. You can really create an excellent clone army with these. And I think we should name this guy Jeff. You also get yourself some really nice clone trooper vehicles that, you know, kind of gets ruined in future battle packs, but they started off strong with a Bark Speeder, although very simplistic, and of course a nice MG turret right here. This truly is the ultimate LEGO army building experience. And 4 years later, they doubled down on that experience by releasing the LEGO Clone Walker Battle Pack.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This time, they really outdid themselves. They went with Phase 1 Clone Wars Clone Troopers, meaning you could start an entirely new Clone Trooper army besides the Phase 2s. On top of that, you got 2 standard Clone Troopers, 1 Clone Trooper officer with removable pauldrons, capes, etc. So you could make him into a standard Phase 1 clone. And on top of that, there is also a clone gunner involved in here. So you have 3 clones for army building, plus 1 peripheral army builder too. It really is an ultimate clone battle pack. So let's go ahead and continue in the golden age of LEGO clone army building. And there she blows. Yeah, this puppy is awesome. LEGO hit the nail on the head with this bad boy. As you can see with the clone troopers, you can easily customize them. You can take off all the gobbledygook and just have them be a standard clone trooper army. And once again, $10 for this battle pack. Not a bad build to go with it. It's just an ATRT. It's not my favorite ATRT. It has always looked a little derpy to me, but at the very least, you can warrant having a lot of them in your clone trooper army. So it works. After this legendary set, the next standard clone trooper army builder was this bad boy. They decided to continue down the Phase 1 route. This came out in 2018. So to get standard clone troopers, we're talking shiny clone troopers, you had to still be purchasing these sets or some periphery sets that did have Phase 1 standard clone troopers in them. But keep in mind, these were the two only true clone trooper army builder sets up until this bad boy. And this one kinda sucks.
What the f is this piece of...
Let's build it and explain why. Here it is, and I know it's probably controversial that I said this thing is not the greatest, but hear me out. You get 2 Jedi and 2 Phase 1 clone troopers. They already did Phase 1 clone troopers, so that's kind of a minus already, even though these are updated to be more like Attack of the Clones instead of the Clone Wars, which is good. But if you're army building with this, you have 2 Jedi, named Jedi, Barriss Offee and Ki-Adi-Mundi, who you are going to replicate over and over and over again if you keep buying this set. So it's not really all that great of an army builder. On top of that, the build itself, the Swamp Speeder here, not my favorite. It is good and replicatable, so you can have a lot of them in your army, but at the same time, it's a little ugly. On top of that, LEGO has now turned up the money machine and made these $20.
Hello, I like money.
So you're getting less bang for your buck now and less clone troopers for your buck. It kind of blows. Now let's do a quick rundown of the army builders up until this point. Now remember, this is just for shiny clone trooper army builders. True clone army building, no legions involved. We have the old school Phase 2 first, which did give you variety with the Shock Trooper and 327th, but also gave you 2 shiny clone troopers, which was pretty good, and only $10. Then you've got yourself the Clone Wars Army Builder, which is honestly the best deal. $10, 3 shiny clone troopers and a gunner. This was the best for replicating a clone army. And then it gets a smidge worse with $20, 2 clone troopers and 2 Jedi. So you might be asking yourself, when does LEGO go ahead and introduce the Phase 2 Clone Trooper Army Builder, Modern Edition? Well, this minifigure right here costs $25, and that is because it comes in only 1 set. That's right, in modern day Phase 2 Clone Troopers, we have 1 set where you can get them. And I bought, oh my god, I just destroyed that man. My bad. I bought one of them right here. The Clone Turbo Tank Micro Fighter. It is 96 pieces. And take your guess as to how much this puppy costs. Welp, right now, it'll cost you $60 to get your hand on one of these sealed. And the Clone Trooper alone is $25.
I'm out, man.
This is it. LEGO has never released another Phase 2 Clone Trooper to build your clone army with. They've had multiple variants of MTTs. Keep in mind that the droids have had plenty of battle packs, multiple different troop carriers as well as troop carrier battle packs. The droids have been having army builders of plain droids for ages and continue to get new ones. So with that being said, why don't we check out the one Phase 2 Clone Trooper army builder that we've gotten. And in fact, the only Phase 2 Clone Trooper in shiny armor since 2005. Let that sink in. And there she is, the Clone Microfighter Turbo Tank. Now this puppy MSRP'd for $10 back in 2014. Can you imagine buying $500 worth of these things? They now sell regularly for $60. Your $500 would multiply into $3 grand. Now that is a LEGO investment. But I mean, either way, I actually really enjoy this thing. I think it's great. Really solid microfighter, looks exactly like the actual turbo tank in small version, which is the purpose of this thing. And the Phase 2 Clone Trooper is everything you could possibly want a Phase 2 shiny Clone Trooper to be. LEGO knocked it out of the park. I just don't understand why they never made them again. So this kind of brings us into the modern era of LEGO Clone Troopers and the major LEGO problem that has emerged for clone army building. This is the only shiny LEGO Clone Troopers that we've gotten recently in Phase 2. Let's check out what else we've gotten and the pros and cons of each of those things. First of all, we've gotten this, which is kind of a legendary item when it comes to clone army building. Keep in mind, I have absolutely no qualms with LEGO doing this. I love the 501st Legion. I love that they set up a huge clone army builder for us. $30, 6 minifigures, 2 vehicles. I think this is a great value deal, and it was on sale for a really long time for $23 when it was retiring. Right now, this bad boy resales for $60 with shipping. That's kind of insane. It just went into retirement. So this thing can really clone army build, but it is the start of LEGO only doing clone trooper legions and no shiny clones. That being said, let's check out the damage this clone army builder can do. As you can see, we have our 3 501st Clone Troopers here, along with the Jet Trooper. Then, it comes with a pretty nice speeder bike, and I've always hated this ATRT, but it does come with an ATRT. It is a very decent set with vehicles that are utilized multiple times within a clone army, so it's got value. And, as you can see, when you do army build with it, the results speak for themselves. It looks absolutely gorgeous. These are all the current 501st Troopers I have from this 501st Battle Pack. I just wanted to bring them out to show you guys how nice it can look. Again, I have no qualms with LEGO doing this and supplying us with a lot of 501st Troopers. But I think it's after this where we start running into a few problems. After giving us the 501st Legion Battle Pack, they decided to give us 2 more. Firstly, the 501st Clone Troopers Battle Pack, which featured new Clone Troopers, highly controversial with helmet holes. And quickly after that, they gave us the 332nd Ahsoka Clone Trooper Battle Pack, again with controversial helmet holes. This is where I start running into problems with modern LEGO. We get all 3 of these battle packs within 3 years of each other. And yet, it has still been 9 years since we've seen a Phase 2 standard clone trooper. I love army building legions of LEGO, but you need the base army in order for the 501st Legion, the 332nd. Heck, they added 2 12th troopers and 187th troopers as well recently. You need the standard shinies as the base of the army, then the legions. I think they're skipping steps, and I really wish we would get some Phase 2 shiny clone troopers. Again, I love the 332nd, I love the 187th, I love the 212th, I love the 501st, but we need the shinies. Either way, let's check out these 2 sets. Here is the 501st Battle Pack, and I think it's very solid. I do like that they based the characters around Star Wars Battlefront 2. You've got the Officer, you've got the Heavy, and then you've got the Specialist. And of course, an AV cannon is pretty cool, although in smaller scale, you don't really need a bunch of them. Then, on the other hand, you have the 332nd, who have a lot less trooper variety, but they did include Captain Vaughn, which, while I think the actual execution of this was not the greatest, I do like the sentiment, and I do like Captain Vaughn. You of course get a Swamp Speeder, which, you know, we've had a lot of Swamp Speeders, and apparently we're getting another one, so I don't know about that. That's a lot of Swamp Speeders. And you get this tiny little turret guy. Either way, I do love both of these sets. I think my main qualm is that LEGO, when we just got a 501st Battle Pack, and we just got 3 32nd Troopers inside of the Ahsoka AAT set, they decided to give us more 3 32nd Troopers and more 501st Troopers. Again, I do not mind Clone Legion building. I think it's really, really fun, but I just feel like if they had made one of these sets shiny Phase 2 Clone Troopers, it would have satisfied a lot of different fans. That being said, LEGO did give us this in 2022.
I'm the Joker, baby!
This is the Clone Trooper Command Station. It's technically not a battle pack, but it might as well be a small battle pack. You get yourself 1 Clone Commander and 2 shiny Phase 1 Clone Troopers. Now, I don't love that you get the Clone Commander because you don't really need a billion of them in your army. It'd be a lot better if it was a sergeant or a captain, but the 2 shiny clones is excellent. And of course, you get a cool little command station, which while you don't need a million of those in your army, they are pretty nice little builds. I have to say, I'm really glad LEGO came out with this product, though they were extremely hard to find. $15 and you could max out of buying 5 of them in your LEGO cart on LEGO.com. I could not find these in any LEGO store, Target, Walmart, whatever. They were just always out of stock. But this is pretty much LEGO's only attempt at shiny Clone Trooper army building recently, and it's again another Phase 1. We've never gotten Phase 2. So I do love this set, though, man, these sets are great. I just need some Phase 2 in my life. But there is one thing that I do think LEGO is nailing out of the park these days. LEGO has been doing an amazing job with the Clone Trooper Commanders. Maybe not exactly with designing them, but with releasing them. They're giving us what we want. Commander Cody, my favorite clone commander, finally got a release. And Commander Fox finally got out of that Phase 1 slump. And of course, Captain Rex got a much needed re-release after his other figure is like $200 now, although this one's not much better, it's like 80 bucks. So LEGO really is going into the named Clone Troopers pretty well, and of course, Captain Vaughn too. That and the huge variety of Clone Trooper legions themselves is also fantastic. I mean, look at all this color, look at all these armies you can build. It's awesome. I really don't want to understate how great it is that LEGO is coming out with all of these different Clone Trooper legions, and a lot of them at decently affordable prices. But all of this glory does not take away from the fact that this is still the only Phase 2 shiny Clone Trooper that we have gotten in 9 years. I really think LEGO needs to consider making a standard Clone Trooper battle pack so we can get some of these bad boys in our armies. And this is like the quintessential Phase 2 Clone Trooper. In my opinion, it is the perfect design. Just re-release this. There's no need to even change anything. Although to be honest, I'm sure they've lost the mold at this point. For today's giveaway, fellas, we're gonna be giving out 4 of these 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Troopers battle packs. Build up your 332nd army a good bit more if you win the giveaway. All you gotta do is hit the like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below what would your ideal shiny Clone Trooper battle pack look like? What vehicle would you have? What types of Clone Troopers? Would you have all 4 shiny Clone Troopers? Would you have 3 and 1 gunner? Would you have 2 Legion Clone Troopers and 2 shiny? Comment that down below and you'll be entered in to win 4 332nd battle packs. Per usual, huge thank you to all of my channel members, especially the new ones: Wyatt, Lane Williams, Valentino Worley, Hemi Power, Barbecue, Rubs and more, Vasek Pavlik, and Amber Baca for rejoining. I appreciate all of you supporting the channel. If you want to click that join button next to the subscribe button, you too can join the massive Assault on Hoth Wall of Fame. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was a bit more of an older style video that I used to do, but I just really wanted to do it. And yeah, sometimes it's nice to not have major video projects and just do something a little simpler. Either way, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.